Earlier today, Governor Katie Hobbs delivered the State of the State address that's covered how she feels like Arizona has progressed over the past year. KGUN 9's Andrew Christensen breaks down the topics she talked about and spoke with local political leaders about it all.
Well, in her speech, Governor Katie Hobbs touched on over 10 overarching issues that she says she's worked on over the past year. And one of her biggest topics, making housing, childcare, and everyday life more affordable.
We have lowered costs by cutting government red tape and making historic investments in affordable housing.
Affordable housing is maybe the top issue facing people here in Tucson.
Lisa Ishii is the communications coordinator for the Tucson Democratic Socialists of America. She says Hobbs's plan, like down payment assistance and expanding access to casitas, are important first steps, but not enough.
We really need to tax the wealthy in order to pay for things like affordable housing.
Kathleen Wynn is the Pima County GOP's chairman. She says there's not enough affordable housing for first-time homeowners.
We have to overall work on the economy and create more jobs here in the state and higher paying jobs.
Hobbs says she's also introducing the Working Families Child Care Act to partner with employers to lower costs by 2/3.
Child care can pretty much be like almost a second rent. So I still think we need to do a lot more to actually make child care affordable.
We have to budget as families. I'd like to see the governor's office and the state legislature focus on maybe attracting employers that want to provide those as a benefit.
But Wynn says that should be left to the free market. Both sides are questioning how these programs are being paid for. As for whether they think lawmakers can work together,
We know if they're fighting for legislation that actually improves the lives of working class people, that they can get, Arizonans across the state on board.
People put the voters and the people that they serve first. We should have a lot more cooperation.
So Heidi, if we're looking at the Arizona Senate and House, Republicans have a really small edge over Democrats with just a few more in each. So Heidi, that's why I asked the Pima County Republicans and Democratic Socialists of America if they really think that lawmakers can actually work together this session.
That's a really good point. And there were actually a few issues that the governor actually mentioned in regards to some stuff that Donald Trump and other Arizona Republicans say that we need to be stronger on, especially here in Arizona. And one of those things is, of course, the border.
Yeah, of course, it's always a big topic, especially in the last presidential election. And during her speech, Hobbs was just saying that she's made the border a top priority. She says the Arizona National Guard is there to stop drugs, of course, from coming over the border, which, of course, Donald Trump has been talking about for really the past 10 years since he first started running.
Yeah, and Andrew, she also mentioned another topic that I know President-elect Trump mentioned, which is protecting IVF.
Yeah, Hobbs was talking a little bit about that and protecting access to IVF and other healthcare aspects. So definitely some similarities between the parties at times.
Yeah, should be interesting, especially as the president-elect gets ready to take over the White House. Andrew, thank you so much for that report. And Andrew's just one of our many neighborhood news reporters. You can scan the QR code right there on your screen to get in contact with Andrew and share any story ideas that you want him to cover.